What's going on, y'all? So listen. What's going on, everybody? So we are back again for another episode review of Greenleaf. This is season 3, episode 9, Runaway Train. Okay. So the episode starts off with Bishop and Grace walking through the church, whatever. And oh, mm, okay, yeah. I'm so sorry. They walking through the church and they're looking at and going over the stuff for his silver jubilee. And she was like, "Girl, you know you're gonna need some." I keep calling everybody girl. I apologize. It was like, "Daddy, you know you're gonna need somebody to help you with this. I mean, you already said that you need somebody to help you. You know, you." He was like, "I got through this," and it was like, "Yeah, but this was just one day. When Mama is gone, who's gonna help you do all this stuff that she was doing on the day to day?" And so you know, later he got the papers for the divorce. Corinne giving the papers. I said, Corinne, let me tell you something. Corinne handed him them papers like, here's the divorce paper. I said, baby, listen, we already know that it's a depressing ass thing to think about. You didn't have to say it so solemn, so sad, and all that stuff. Okay, you ain't have to make the situation a little bit worse. I said, Corinne is on here acting her ass off. Of course, he looking and seeing what they are and all this stuff. He talking to Percy. Percy basically telling him, go ahead and do what you got to do because you still got life to live, okay? You can't be harping on this stuff. And, if she wants to sign a divorce paper, sign a divorce paper. If she don't, she don't. If you do, go ahead and do that shit, okay? And my whole thing is, for Bishop to be up in his feelings about this whole thing because he didn't think it would go this way, Bishop, this is what you need to do. You need to learn to think, okay? You better think, all right? Now I know he will be thinking next time because he didn't think this all the way through. He literally thought that May was just gonna come back crying to him like, no, no, James. I was just playing. Okay, I'm sorry. We go through our little things and everything, but I really want you. Take this divorce back. Don't say this. Don't say this. You just fucking around and forgot which type of bitch you married. Okay, which type of woman you married. You married a strong-willed woman who turned into a submissive housewife. Okay, that's what you married. Okay, and you in turn back up her fire. Okay, you turned it back up when you gave her the divorce. And when you said, bitch, we getting a divorce, and you sent them papers or whatever, you turned that flame back on, and now she's back to this. I could be independent and doing what I supposed to have been doing, okay? At this point, Gigi go talk to her daddy too, okay, and was like, "What the hell is going on with you and Rochelle? Why is she here?" Okay, and was like, "Ain't she working with you on her defense fund and all that stuff?" Yeah, I'm working with her because I don't trust the bitch, and I'm trying to get close to her to see exactly what's going on with this girl. Okay, he was like. She said, is it true that you invested your money? You gave her money? He was like, no, I gave her my money so that my money can make money for me. Okay, who told you this? Your mother? We were sitting down, we was talking, we was chit chatting and all this stuff. So she just casually told me what was going on. I need you. How much did you invest? And he was like, what does it matter to you? She said, bitch, get your money back, okay? Because I don't trust this hoe. All right. And he just, daddy, I'm just gonna do what I want to do. I said, Bishop. He was pissing me off this whole time about this whole Rochelle shit and his money. He walked in on Charity and oh, listen, Aaron and Kevin literally made Charity the stepmama, okay? Aaron's supposed to be the stepdaddy, okay? Why is Aaron playing with the baby and Charity is sitting on the couch like she the stepmama waiting for Aaron to get done and take her home, okay? That is what she is looking like. I said, girl, your position has literally been demoted in this relationship to for real, for real. I see why you in your goddamn feelings. I said, what in the world? But okay, it was cute for enough to finally see Charity at this point not sitting there the whole time looking like she had a foot up her ass or something like that, like she was sucking on some sour apples or some shit like that, okay, not with a funny ass face on her face, up until at the end when Bishop was getting ready to leave and he was talking to Aaron and Kevin and all that stuff and holding the baby, that she looked like this. I said, girl, take that off your face, okay? Because what it is, it's gonna be what it is, all right? And Aaron goes over there and tell Bishop before he leaves that his daddy was trying to contact him. Have you spoken to him? And he was like, no, he did call out, but I haven't talked to him yet. And he was like, he has pancreatic cancer. No lie. Every time now I think about even though I've heard about it and know people have had it, the thing that I think about when I hear pancreatic cancer is Aretha Franklin. No lie, no lie, and that is a sad thought. But he's at this hospital ward or whatever, and he was like, you should go see him or whatever. He got his relationship somewhat on track with his daddy because remember, his daddy didn't really want to fuck with him no more now that he gay. Okay, and so at this point, Bishop go up there trying to talk to little Sofia, trying to talk her into, coming to the sermon and his silver jubilee, and seeing that she hasn't been using the Bible that he gave her, and her basically saying that she lost her faith. And he was just trying to get her to come to say that, it's back and you just need to show up and all this stuff and we can work it out from there. And, she didn't necessarily say no, but she didn't really say yes. But, everybody was going to be there for her. And so we're going to see how that go. Which she eventually does go to the sermon, and it didn't turn out the way that Pastor wanted it to. Baby, let me just tell you something. When Pastor came home to Percy's house and seen that lady Teresa up in there, I said, Percy out here buying hoes? Percy is dead ass buying hoes and not even caring that the pastor know. Like, you got a man of God in your house and you out here paying for sex and you just letting them walk around. And she talking about something, I can stay too. If I can stay a little bit later if you need me to, because Percy conked out. I said, bitch, man, you Percy been talking about Pastor to her and everything. I was like, girl, get your ass out of here. You dirty for that. Be free with your puss and all that. I'm all here for that. But baby, back to back dicks like that. God damn. Okay, well, I guess you getting paid for it. Hey. Pass it in. Nah, I ain't finna take you up on that offer. And so he goes over there to Jacob's house and he talking to Jacob. We see Jacob playing around with his son. Carissa still pissed off with Jacob about the whole Zora thing. We didn't see Zora this whole episode, so I guess Zora's still alive. Was she locked up somewhere getting her ass beat? We don't know at this point. So, they sitting there talking about everything, the relationship, the divorce, and then all of a sudden we get into the whole thing with Tasha the Skanks, okay? Tasha T.I. Skanks came out there, and almost fucked the shit up, all right? Bishop was like, so when I came to your office, it looked like you was into some stuff. He was like, girl, daddy, I'm not into that no more. Okay. It is what it is. We were just talking about some other stuff, but that ain't me no more. He was like, all right, if you say so. They started talking about the divorce and how he got the divorce papers and how the relationship and stuff is complicated at this point. And, Jacob was basically saying, if you don't want to sign the papers, don't sign the papers, okay? Even if she signs the papers, don't sign the papers if that's not what you really want to do. And I'm like, you know what? Sign them goddamn papers and get it over with. You shouldn't have put these wheels in motions, okay? Now you have to suffer the goddamn consequences, all right? I really cannot feel bad for the bishop because he is on here making some fuckboy dumb moves. He out here talking to Percy telling him about, the friend and all that stuff and telling him maybe in our lives we get that one friend or that one person that we do have a do-over with. And maybe this is your do-over to go speak to Lionel, okay? Since Lionel is sick and all that. He does go over there and talk to Charity later on. We see him talking to Charity, and Charity is just sitting there like, she just wondering when is it gonna be her turn? When she's gonna have her happy ending? Because everybody else around her seems to be having their happy ending. And I understand getting into a funk about things because I've been in a funk about things, but you can't allow yourself to stay there so long. And I know it's easier said than done. Okay, so you have to push yourself to get up out that funk. You have to push yourself to go out there in the world and do what you got to do, and not just sit back and just complain about it and then just waiting for something to happen when you not out there trying to make things happen. Charity, you doing that shit the wrong way. You keep on, every time we see your ass, you keep on complaining about what you ain't got, who doing this to you, who ain't doing this to you, how you lost this and how everybody else moving on without you and all this shit, and you ain't got no happiness or whatever. Bitch, get your ass up and go do something, okay? Take your ass to another church and go find a nigga if that's what you need to do. Go over there to Triumph, okay? It's other fish in the seas, all right? Do your own little mini tour on your own, okay? You don't need nobody else. Do your own little shit. Put out another CD, all right? Do something that makes you happy instead of just sitting there and complaining about the situation. She gonna sing at the because it's getting tired at this point. I tried to make excuses for you, but now it's getting tired at this point. Every time we see you, you making up an excuse, you making up a complaint, you being negative, and it's like, we finally did get to see her laugh though with the pastor, and she gonna sing at his Silver Jubilee, and they sang together and all that shit. And so Grace get up there. I said, who the fuck was that? Was that really Keith David singing? And he was lipping horribly to that voice track, just like Isaiah was when he was up there singing last season. Girl, please. But Grace get up there, give a little speech for her daddy, and then introduce him. And everybody was just having a good time, and Rochelle ass is in the audience just smiling and stuff. I was like, girl, Sofia is there, and Sofia was like, I really don't think I have a spirit anymore, because he was like, was your spirit shaking and stirred with that? And it was like, I really don't think I have a spirit anymore. He took her to his office and gave her this long ass example about some trains and a runaway train, and the conductor coming out there saying things is gonna be all right and the world is just fucked up, but I'm always gonna be here to help you and all that stuff, and hugs him and all that, and trying to reassure her that everything is going to be okay. Okay. But at one point, you will fall off. I feel like she was basically saying, there sometimes comes a point in your life where you might have these times where you fall off the wagon or you fall off track. You go off track. Okay. And that's what's happening right now with Sofia in her faith. She had a traumatic experience that is sticking with her, and it's not going away because she's dwelling on it, and it was something that was important to her that she felt, I guess, made her a woman, or wanted to, made her feel like she had a purpose, knowing that she was going to be able to bring life into this world. And now that she won't be able to do that, that's something that was a dream of her, that's probably was a dream, that's taken away. And now that has deterred her or thrown her off the tracks of the path that she once was going. Her faith is shaken. She don't really believe in God no more, and she don't think she has any spirit in her. And so it was saying that sometimes we go through these things in life, and we have to realize and go to people that's going to help us, and know that we can still go off track, but we can also jump back on track, okay? There is going to be somebody or something that's going to push us back into the right direction that we're supposed to go. And I think that's what he was trying to say. Girl, don't let me get deep on y'all like that. I said, Bishop, why you just couldn't say it like that? All these metaphors and similes and folk tales and folklores and all this shit, proverbs that you putting out there, bruh, but it didn't work. It didn't work because she sent that Bible back. She sent the Bible back at the end of the episode, and I said, damn. Little Sofia just needs to go find herself. She needs to find herself at this point. And what I feel, you know what it is? Oh my God, I didn't realize this. Sofia is just like her mom. Grace was heavy into the church. She was poised to be and raised to be the next preacher, great preacher that's going to take over Calvary after the dad. And everybody loved her. Everybody was here for her. And then all of a sudden, I don't remember what exactly happened. She got married, she left, and she never, came back to the church. She left the church. She was not here for the church. She was out there in the world, doing what she wanted to do. She had to find herself, but eventually she did find herself way back to the church, So maybe Sophia is going to do the same thing, just like her mom doing. It's like history repeats itself. And people have that. People go through shit, and you just don't know how you going to feel about stuff and if things going to get better. But moving on from that, Bishop go up in there talking to Percy. I was like, oh, so you ain't got one of your little things here? He was like, baby, I can't afford that. He was like, what, you can't afford spending money on them every night? He was like, can't afford my self-respect, okay? That's what it is. You got that little thing, Rochelle, rolling around. You got to figure out what it is that she want with you, because I'm out here paying for this young puss. You out here got that thing right there in your office, okay? And she don't care about you, your Parkinson and all this stuff. Makes you wonder, huh? You got to go check that out and see what the real deal is. And he had to think, So he go up in his own room and taking his little Parkinson's. At this point, I had forgot that he had Parkinson's. If it wasn't for that little talk that he was having with Sofia, and Sofia had said, you mad about the fact that you got Parkinson and all this stuff and that you might die. And I said, damn, Sophia, he's, you a little bit morbid, okay? You got to come back to the light. And so at this point, after he take his medicine, we go directly to our next scene, and the scene is with him talking to Rochelle in his office, okay? Basically saying, so you really said that you love me, huh? You really said that you love me, huh? Why do you love me? She was like, why would I say something that I don't mean, especially something like that? I said, girl, because you trying to scam? That's why. A lot of people say shit that they don't mean when they trying to get something out of shit, bitch. Okay? But he was like, I'm an old dude. I got Parkinson. My joints ain't all that. I got arthritis in my knees, my knuckles, and my head. I got them everywhere. All right? I'm pretty sure you got some young stud out there that want you and can have you and do all this stuff. She was like, so wait a minute, bitch. What you trying to say is you don't fucking trust me? You know what? Fuck you, Bishop. You know what? Look at this. Look at the app that I gave you. You trying to say that I'm using you too? That's what you trying to say? Look at the app that I put on your phone. Look at it. And it was about his little money or whatever. She was like, you see that? He said, oh my God, are you serious? It made this much money already? Yes, okay. And you think I'm playing you? No, you the one playing me. Who using who, bitch? Who using who? It was like, you know what? You and your whole family ain't nothing but snakes, okay? A whole bunch of snakes looking out, trying to find snakes and shit like that. He was like, look, Rochelle, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'll never doubt you again. I'm sorry. Please don't go. Pulled that bitch back. Got all up on her. They rubbing foreheads and shit. Forehead to cheek, bitch. Forehead to cheek. And she got a tear coming out her face. And when she looked in that camera, she looked at that camera like, got you, bitch. I'm sitting here like, that's what because it went from being sad to being, got him. That's what that expression was telling me. I said, Latoya Luckett, a.k.a. Rochelle Cross, you better motherfucking act within this motherfucking scene that you acting in. I said, bitch, that was a performance of a lifetime. You better make this old man think that you really in love with him. You out here scamming and shit. Bitch, Rochelle did that. I can't even hate. She fucking did that with her tawdry ass. Little scrumpet. Anyway, Percy sitting on the chair with what's his name? James, and asking him did he go see Lionel yet, and eventually he goes down there to see him. He sees this lady that was there in the hospital. Well, it was like a little nursing home, medical nursing home, and she was just crying about the fact that she had to put her father in this home because he needed help and he needed assistance 24 hours a day, and it was just too much for her to bear. She has kids, she has to work, and she just couldn't stay with him 24 hours. And so she feels bad that she had to put him in his home. And, I think it was a good thing that the pastor did come across her and give her some words of encouragement. And he said, you want to pray? And then he said 2-3 words, and that was it. I said, that's the end of the prayer? That's the end of the prayer? I'm sitting here thinking that he about to say, dear Heavenly Father, we come to you with humble hearts and bowed heads. We ask for strength, strength and faith in you to get through this tough time, and let so and so know that she is doing the right thing, that she is putting forth a selfless act by, trying to look out for her father and his well-being. No, baby, it wasn't no deep shit like that. It was like, we thank you. We come to you. Amen. I said, bitch, wait a minute. What type of prayer is this? That threw me off. Okay. But he go in there and he see Lionel, and he kind of read Lionel a little bit, giving him Bible verses about how Jesus was stabbed in the back by somebody that he cared for and all this shit, and basically said, Lionel was like, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. And he was like, that's cool. I forgive you, but this going to be the last time we talk to each other or see each other in this lifetime. I said, damn. Oh, well, all right. And he go back to the office, and he take them divorce papers out, baby, and he sign them. He go give them to May. May said, why did you sign them? And he was like, because I feel like I don't deserve to be in this marriage. I have no rights in this marriage, or I have no right to this marriage, and I probably never did. And at this point, May was looking at him. May looked down at them papers. May went on ahead and signed, and I said, damn, it's really over. I ain't even gonna lie. I was sitting here like this. because May teared up. And then James was trying to, he was fighting back them tears. And I was just sitting here like, let it out. He gonna go in his office and he gonna fucking cry. He's gonna cry in office in private. And I was just like, listen, I was just feeling the emotion and the chemistry between these two characters. I said, baby, these are fake shit, but I feel this shit like this is real. I said, damn, it was looking like, girl, if my granddaddy and my grandma ever break up and do some shit like this, man, it's gonna be hell to pay. I'm cussing both their asses out. And my granddad gonna get the brunt of it because I know it's gonna be something that he did. Trust and believe. When I say that, it's because it's true. Okay? It's not because I favor one over the other. No, my granddad be on some fuck shit sometimes, okay? And some girl, just know he gonna get it. He gonna get it and she gonna get it. I'll be like, bitch, for real, y'all gonna do this? Y'all gonna wait till 9? Y'all all this dirt and now y'all wanna do this stuff to us? You Oh, now I ain't gonna say fuck y'all because, you know, anything can happen. You can't take those words back. But, you know, I don't want to put that in the universe. But see, I was feeling the pain like I was there. Okay. I was just like, damn. All right. And then he go into his office and he see that Sofia dropped that Bible off. And I was just like, he clutching that Bible. I said, Baby, next week episode though. Basie bitch is back. Rochelle gonna say to her, to Tasha, she sitting on that couch crying. So what? You fell in love with him? Don't tell me that you went on ahead and you fell in love with him. That's why you don't want to do this stuff no more. She opened up that door and basically was right there. They standing over her and she was like, so I see Tasha been a bad girl out here. I said, bitch, the fuck you been at? Girl, I can't wait till next week. Y'all, that was Greenleaf. Good ass episode. Y'all tell me how y'all feel. How many more episodes we got in this season? Is it 10? Is it 10 episodes or is it 13? I hope it's 13. But y'all tell me how y'all feel and I will see y'all later. Peace.